They sent a white woman in the store to target me. And she was waiting outside. Yeah, she was behind me. And I was packing with my groceries. And literally standing outside of these white racist males and females. Yeah, I know what they did. Alright? I'm going to expose them. Alright? They think that they think they can manipulate and deceive people. But it's not going to work. Continue to expose them. It's what they've been doing for the longest while. Trying to manipulate, yes, trying to manipulate black people, particularly those who they fear. And make no mistake about it, they fear every black person, every black man, woman, and child. All right? This is why they have to engage in the manner in that they engage in. All right? This is why they have to engage in covert psychological operation, covert warfare against black people, against black communities all across America. And black people, like I said, we're just so, we can be so dumb, and we can be some of the most brilliant people. But our brilliance are not used, and our inventive, our creativeness is not used to benefit our people. Those gifts that we have are used to benefit who? The dominant class. Those that continue to oppress us. Those that continue to abuse us. Those that continue to destroy black leadership all across America. Right? So white people are feeling very, very emboldened today. Look at them across the street. In the vehicle over there. Right? They are feeling very, very emboldened. Let me tell you. And this is what happened when, again, they tried to pit black people against each other. While they're looking back and just say, yeah, look how dumb these people are. Look how stupid they are. All right? So one of the things that they'll do also, what they're actually, one thing they're trying to send a subliminal message about is again, creating mass poverty within the black population so that the majority will need or be on government assistance in order to survive. And what do we know about totalitarian governments, totalitarian regime? What do we know about dark triads, psychopaths, and sociopaths? Is to have you depend, particularly the government, have you depend on the government and do what? We see what they did with welfare, right? We see what they did. It's the same playbook they're using. And like I talked about, mass unemployment. See, people think I'm just talking, but you wait and see. See, they can't hide what it is that they're going to do, right? They just have us distracted. They just have the majority of us distracted, right? Yeah, you're looking at my camera, I see you. It's going to be on YouTube, don't worry. You want to put your daughter in this? Okay, fine. You want to put your young child targeting me with your young child by your side? Fine. You see, I want you to understand what it is that they do, right? And how they're very manipulative and deceitful. So they will literally come into view, right, when the norm recorded. And again, you're in public, so I have a right to record you in public, right? You have a right to record anybody in public. I'm not in your house secretly recording you, right? Anyhow, so this is what they do. This is what they do. This is how they try to weaponize and radicalize those within the community and try to make it look like I'm some sort of creep or what have you. They're the creep. They're the one that's stalking me. You understand what I'm saying? But like I said, black people, we have adopted the mindset of white people. We have adopted because we have a US-centric way of thinking. And because we have a US-centric way of thinking, we behave like the people who doing the same thing to you as well as me. But you're distracted with bullshit. You're distracted because they have made me the distraction. You're distracted because they have made you attack someone who they fear. And that's their fear because of some criminality. They create criminality, right? They fear because of the potential. They fear because when they hear black people talking about building things and doing things to benefit black people, right? They fear because they surveil our community. They surveil our community 24/7, weeding out black leadership when they're young, manipulating us, distracting us, poisoning us, and you fools out here, attacking me. I remember when I was younger, I said to myself, man, I want to build a company where I can employ the majority of black people. You think when these white people hear that shit, what you think they're going to do? Here's the thing. When they destroy black leadership, a black youth, a black young people who have dreams and aspirations to build things and create things for black people, to benefit black people, they'll attack you. They'll attack them. And they get their very own community to do it. And they'll weaponize us, they'll weaponize me, you. Again, using what? Newer strike weapons. Too many of us are not scientific enough to realize exactly or have a scientific mindset or a technological mindset. That because we're believers. We think God is the only one that can control our minds. Well, your minds are being controlled right now, and it's not by God. Okay? Not only do they have newer strike weapons based on the radio and microwave frequency spectrum, right? But they have what is called what? Cognitive warfare. Cognitive warfare. Right? You know what cognitive warfare is? The use of media, the use of propaganda, lies, deception. Okay? The use of what? Environmental factors, lead, bad food, unhealthy practices, sex. Right? What else? Education. Right? Cognitive warfare. To manipulate, to degrade the enemy's mind, their environment, their interaction with each other. So when I talk about menticide, this is how they engage in this sort of menticide. See, I talk about the color gray. He's leaving, his car is gray. And the car that's going into the, waiting for the parking space right there is gray. All right, so I hope you guys start listening now and understand what's going on. See, and I can see these things now. I can see these things now, but I understand. Oh, he's also wearing a gray shirt. Yeah, I should wear my gray shirt. Matter of fact, if I come outside again, I'll put on my gray shirt. So yeah, talk about menticide. They know exactly what they're doing. We don't. They got us believing, oh, it's God, and God this and God that. God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly. And black people are the ugliest set of people because we suffer the most. Right? So when they say what? God don't like ugly, who we like it? Who do God like? You like black people or like white people? You like Arab? God like Arabs? You like Hispanics? Right? Because the vast majority of black people, God don't like. So when we say those shit, we base it off of our own ignorance, our own individualistic mindset and way of thinking. And that's why I want you to understand. I think it all the time. When they talk about God this, I said, really? Oh, bring back prayer in school. I'm like, okay, bring back prayer in school. Now, what if the Muslims said bring back Allah in school? Or the Quran? Pray exactly, but we're going to teach the Quran. Is America going to like that? Are these black Christians, these Negro Christians, right? What do you think is going to happen between the black Christians and the black Muslims? What do you think is going to happen? You think you're going to be a unity there? No, because we know black Christians, we know what they'll do. We know that they band together with white Christians to remove, right, black Muslims in the education system, in the schools, teachers, principals, right? We know that, right? So again, you got to look at the totality and the big picture and stop thinking on an individual selfish level. All right, talk to you guys in the next video.